So let's talk about past life crazy energy, because I think that's something that kind of comes up for a lot of people, but it also kind of connects into our dreams in some interesting ways. I'm getting ready for a get together tonight at my home. So I've got to have my house in order, all kinds of crazy stuff. Plus I want to show you, I love doing this sort of thing. See if you can see it. So these are all my specialty cute little towels. I love them. So I'm going to put them up in and around, and I've got some for my kitchen as well. So I kind of have my autumn theme. I know a lot of people are already decorating for Christmas. I just can't do it. I just can't. It's not my thing. I like to celebrate, and really autumn is one of my favorite times of year. So that is one of my favorites to decorate for. But so tell me about your past life stuff. A lot of times, like, people are drawn to certain areas of the world, and that can be something that can be overwhelming. Drawn to certain parts of the world, drawn to different aspects of the world. Sometimes it can be even kind of that amazing energy of being drawn to certain, like, communities or different places. I think that can be an interesting one. Like, I had a client who was drawn not only to like a certain city, it was like a certain subdivision almost, or certain suburb of that city, and I thought that was really interesting. And we kind of looked at that psychically and realized it came in from a past life for her. So a past life for her, I don't like that. I don't like it. A past life for her was in a place like outside of Mexico City. And so we were able to kind of connect to that psychically and connect to what she was doing in her current life, and kind of like bringing this forward. And really interestingly, kind of bringing some amazing energies with it as well. And we were able to connect to that lifetime for her and bring up some kind of amazing and interesting energy of what's going on. That looks better. That looks better. Don't you think it looks better? Don't you think so? I got my decorations, got my towels up. I kind of like it. I like it. So now we're in the kitchen trying to do the last of the towels and stuff. I still have some cleaning to do, so I'm not going to put them out quite yet, but I want to get them all folded and ready to go. But what area of the world are you drawn to? Just kind of one of those, like, ever since I heard about this place or that place, I really want to go. I think those are the fun ones. For me, I've always been drawn to certain places, usually historic. The first time I saw Stonehenge, I was like, oh my gosh, I want to go. But the interesting part is that I didn't necessarily want to go like in Stonehenge, like in the circle of it. I wanted to be outside and I wanted to watch. And every year when they have that on TV, I literally don't want to get in the middle of it. I want to be watching it, observing it, which I think interesting. And kind of like, I don't know how it is like on the land, but I kind of want to be above looking down. So I kind of wonder if that's like a past life. Like, is that a past life where I was an alien or something like that? Or maybe just an observer, kind of like watching things from a distance. Kind of like, what is that energy? So I'm like, that's an interesting one, an interesting concept for not only myself, but for others as well. So where is your place that you want to go into the world? Where that one place in the world that you saw on TV or in a book or in a magazine or someplace, and you're just like, oh my gosh, I want to go there. It's an interesting concept, because for me, there's also like a river, and I don't know where the river is. I just feel drawn to this river. So it's kind of like, I just feel like I passed away connected to this river at some point, and that to me is kind of one of those like super interesting energies of like, where is this river? Why am I drawn to it? And why am I drawn to it even though I passed away there? It's kind of like interesting. As this is like a wide open area, kind of like wide open field, and there's a house, and I'll say like it's like 200 yards or so. Like it's a good distance. It's not like right up next to the river, but I feel like walking past this river kind of like on a path, like a footpath, but I'm all dressed up. In that life I was also a male. I want to say like late 1700s, maybe early 1800s. I've got a top hat, which I think is really cool. I'm really tall and thin. I've got like this really long mustache. Tall and thin, and I'm in a suit, and I've got an ascot on. I'm like all dressed up fancy, and I'm kind of like just walking, kind of like strolling down. And the interesting part is there's a woman beside me walking, or young lady. And as we're talking, like everything that she says, even though I'm kind of like trying to be like a man and not like show my emotions and stuff like that, kind of like being all straight laced, it's interesting because I can feel like that giddiness in me, like that excitement in me as she's talking about like her future and what she wants to do and how she wants her life to be and all that kind of stuff. Like just being like, oh my God, I'm so excited. But like, I got to keep it calm. I got to keep it relaxed. So that is just one of those interesting ones of like the energy that you get when you start connecting into your past lives. And past lives, I said, can change so many things of like how you think about things, how you don't think about things, all of everything in between can be really, really fun.